His PragerU video, The Charlottesville Lie, was tweeted by the president and has over 6 million views. It's one of the most important. All our videos are important. This is one of the most important. Steve Cortes in Chicago, how are you?
Dennis, I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Steve, so just tell me your situation. Are you broadcasting from the studio, from your home?
I am going into the studio, and I have to tell you, it's out. I live in the city. The studio is out near O'Hare Airport in the suburbs. And driving out there, the good news is there's no traffic. I mean, I zip right out there, but that's also the bad news. It's sad because I drive right past O'Hare. Normally, it's just a flurry of activity. Planes landing, planes taking off, trucks everywhere. We're seeing none of that right now. At rush hour time, Dennis, it's like Christmas morning. I mean, that level of traffic, that level of just total inactivity. So it's depressing. It really is. And we know, I know you've been big on this, this cannot last indefinitely. We cannot do this to the American people indefinitely.
Exactly right. So you drive in now. Are you in danger of being harassed by Chicago police?
No, they're not. Nothing's going on in that regard. They're not stopping cars and asking you, where you're going. And by the way, too, of course, you probably know this. Media is considered essential. So, I mean, I would have permission anyway.
No, I know that. I know. That's why
Right.
I'm here. But I was wondering how strict, because I want to talk to you about your mayor.
Right.
And I was wondering what level of strictness exists in Chicago. Now, what did she announce?
Right, and this is what I wanted to talk about, and I tweeted about this, and I'm incensed, quite frankly, about this. What happened yesterday, the Chicago Lakefront. So we finally got a nice day, okay? And in Chicago in March, Dennis, that's a big deal, all right? You live in sunny California, you're spoiled by it. March can be a pretty dreadful month here. We still get snow. It's still cold. Well, yesterday, we had a wonderful day. It wasn't warm by Southern or California standards, but it was in the 50s, and it was just sunny and just a brilliant spring kind of day. And all Chicagoans have been cooped up inside. There's nowhere to go. Almost all businesses are closed. And I think also, frankly, there's just a mental despondency out there, a lot of anxiety, clearly, in the city, in the country. But we had a nice day. So what did Chicagoans do? They went outside, not being irresponsible, not having parties, not playing football games and touching each other. But the lakefront was a place a lot of people naturally went. The Chicago Lakefront, for people, your listeners who haven't been here, it's just an urban gem in America. It really is. It's almost 20 miles long, all public park, trail. You have beaches on one side and you have skyscrapers on the other. It's a magnificent place on a sunny day. So a lot of folks went there to run and bike and rollerblade. All activities that are totally appropriate and respectful of social distancing. This is not a dance floor of grinding bodies, okay? These are people exercising and strolling on the lakefront. Mayor Lightfoot, our mayor, because she's a leftist and leftists always seek control, I really believe that she saw the opportunity for a power play, for a power flex. And she said the lakefront is closed. This is in violation of stay-at-home restrictions, and the police shut down the Chicago Lakefront that belongs to us. Again, that is a trail that is almost 20 miles long where people can easily maintain distance from each other but still get fresh air, get exercise, which many people badly need. The health clubs are closed. The fitness centers are closed. Schools are out. To me, this was just an oppressive power play by a mayor who was frankly drunk on her power. And I think it's unfortunately indicative of what is happening countrywide, which is that authoritarians are using this virus. They see their chance now to seize control. And that, Dennis, I think is what the left is always ultimately about, controlling us, telling us what we can read, what we can eat, how we can worship, and in this case, where we can take a walk outside.
I agree, not merely with every word you said, every syllable.
Well, it just...
No, so wait. My first question is, has the quote-unquote scientific community agreed with her?
That I don't know. I mean, this just happened last night. So
it just happened last night. Okay, well, they need to be put on the spot because they will lose all credibility with me, the epidemiology community, which is already teetering on the brink of hysteria in my brain for decades, not from secondhand smoke. That's when I started to realize that these people don't care about science. Sure. So I want to know if they are backing her in this totalitarian, unhealthy, anti-health measure. You can't bicycle on the beach. I'll be back with Steve Cortes. Folks are lucky in Chicago to have him on the radio every day.